You know, it's really funny, even at work, people will call Phil Mr. Phil. I call him Mr. Phil, and people call him Mr. Phil. It's really funny. So, not Mr. Rogers, it's Mr. Phil. All right, so let's do a guided meditation, shall we? So take a deep breath in and exhale. And the lights go down. There we go. One more when you get a chance, Mr. Phil. My beloved, thank you, dear. Another deep breath in and exhale. And allow your awareness to sit in your heart space. This is the safest place in your physical form. You're protected with your breastbone and your sternum, your rib cage, and your spine protects that whole heart space, front and back. This is where you're safe. This divine fellowship is where you're safe. No one is here to judge you. No one is here to criticize you. You're safe. And in that place of safety, you can take a mindful journey. Allow yourself from your heart space, take your awareness down to the bottoms of your feet. There are energy portals at the bottoms of your feet, and if you put your attention there, they'll open like the eye of a camera. And this gives you the ability to just release into Mother Earth any energy, tension, stress, discomfort, worry, care, loss, sorrow, anything that you may be carrying in your physical being or in your energetic form that you'd like to release, just let it drain out the bottoms of your feet. Mother Earth receives that. That's just energy. For you it may be sorrow, but it's just energy. Mother Earth can transmute that into usable energy and allow it to be utilized in some other way. As that process continues, bring your awareness now up to the top of your head. There is an energy portal there that when you bring your attention there, that also will open like the eye of a camera. And as that opens, this is your willingness, this is your spiritual connection portal. And with your willingness, this allows you to connect into higher realms, higher energy. And there are many portals over the top of your head. They have many colors and textures and vibrations, and you will intuitively know which one is right for you today. Perhaps it's white or blue or golden or green or blue, cobalt blue. Whatever energy feels right to you today is the one that you're going to have access to. And as you tap into that, living light of love will pour down into the top of your head. This living light of love finds you precious. Allow that energy to be received. Sometimes we get beat up by the world and we think we're not good enough or have character flaws that make us not okay. This divine light finds you precious, delights in your happiness, and wants to connect with you in a loving and sweet way. So allow that connection. And as you do so, any sorrow or fear or doubt, or any disruptive energy that you may be holding in your mind is just pushed on away and drains out the bottom of your feet. Letting more and more love and light come in. And let it touch your mind, your third eye, and the discernment centers above your eyebrows so that you can see the truth of it. You can experience the truth of that. Let it touch your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your throat. Allow this living light of love to give you grace. Grace to be able to speak your truth gently with love. And be able to hear someone else's truth, even if you disagree. You can allow it to be their truth that need to change, then make them be different. Letting more and more energy flow in, let it sit in your shoulders now. Come in and warm your shoulders. We carry lots of burdens on ourselves. We carry a lot of tension, and we carry it in our shoulders. If you roll your shoulders, you can release some of that tension. Energy cannot flow where there's tension. So as you release that, more and more energy can flow in. Flows down your shoulders, down into your arms, into your hands. Your hands may tingle. Feel energy flowing in there. That lets you know that there's healing energy available to you, for yourself, for others. Letting more and more light and love flow into your torso now. Let this light, this energy, touch every organ, every system, every tissue, every fiber, every cell, bringing vitality, energy, and life. Letting more and more light and more love flow through your body, down into your legs, down into your feet. And let that light of love flow through you into the earth. Not only does this give an energetic charge to the earth of a positive nature, but it's also felt in the community around us. It feels good to be a channel of this living light, of this love. We get to share it. It feels good to share that. Take a deep breath in and exhale, allowing that light to flow through you. Now close the bottoms of your feet, and you're now a vessel of light. So you get to fill even more fully with this light, so that your body and the energy field around your body is filled with more and more light. You are lighter and brighter than you've ever been before. And in this state of being enlightened, let's take a little journey. Allow yourself to find your way to an island. It's a lovely little island. But you also know that there's a beautiful land of plenty across the river. So allow yourself to find your way down to the edge of the river. And prepared for you already is a boat with the oars, because your needs are already recognized by divine forces, and what you need is already available to you. Allow yourself to get into the boat. Push yourself off from shore. And begin to paddle, begin to row. You may feel yourself with the rocking motion of the boat. You may hear water slopping up against the bottom of the boat. Notice the sparkling water. And know that it's not really water, it's energy. And with your intent clear of getting across the river, the current of the river cannot carry you off track. This energy, this river supports and assists you. And very soon, without effort, you are at the other side of the river. Allow yourself to get out of the boat. Notice if you have a dock, or if you just get out in the water or get out on the sandy beach. Or perhaps there's rocks that you step out on. Be aware of that. It may have spiritual significance for you. And you'll see a little trail. Allow yourself to follow that trail. And along this trail, you're going to come across a vendor that has something that is right for you. Perhaps it's a bushel of fruit. Perhaps it's garment of clothing of some sort, or tools, whatever you feel is right for you, that vendor will appear. Even if you don't know what it's supposed to be all about, allow yourself to experience the symbolism that comes to you without judgment. Allow it to be. And the vendor is so delighted to see you. They've been waiting for you. They have something just special picked out for you. And you have something as an exchange. Perhaps it's a word or a thought or a feeling or some symbolic object that you give in exchange for the item that you came to purchase. Make that exchange now. And take this good item, whatever it is that you have received, find your way back to your boat, back across the river to dry land. And as you step out of the boat back onto dry land, you realize that there is a deep sense of gratitude within you. And because there's a deep sense of gratitude within you, you have a longing and a willingness to either share or to give a gift. Whether that's a word or a thought or a feeling or some symbolic object. So either give a gift back into the river, give a gift to someone passing by, write the word in the sand, whatever feels right to you, offer your gift of gratitude now. And as you do that, allow yourself now to find yourself back into your physical form. Walk back into this physical form. Back into the here and now. Might want to take a deep breath in. Exhale. Stretch a bit. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. That will get you back into your physical form. Back into the present time. Into the here and now. Sometimes with these guided meditations, the symbolism is very different. Used to what the symbolism might mean. So does anyone have a question or something they want to share about their meditation? All the way in the back, of course. Go ahead.
Normally I can figure mine out, but this one was a little different. When I got across the river, a tool vendor appeared, and I got a tool that I could both cut and dig with.
Cool.
It kind of reminded me of those pocket knives that, you know, that have all those different things that pop out. When I got back across the river to our starting point, and I gave the vendor a gold coin.
Okay.
And when we got back across the river to our starting point and we were giving our offering to the river, I threw my tool back into the river. And both the sides of my journey was sand. I come up on the sand, pulled my boat up. So the part that just surprised me is, okay, so I got one and I threw it back to the river. So I'd like to know what your guides think of why I got it and threw it away.
Well, what I got when you were talking about that, I was asking as you were talking, the tool that cuts and digs. This is discernment, the ability to discern right and wrong, good and bad, without judgment, being able to recognize those things that are of value and what to put your attention on, what things to let go of, and what to help other people put their attention on, and what to help other people let go of. So you traded a gold coin for that. Gold is value. So this is your own self-worth, recognizing your self-worth. And then throwing it back into the river, you threw that back into the stream of consciousness because you're willing to use that as a path of service. And the sand Ask what the sand means. That was kind of a, I love it when they throw stuff in on me. Okay, I'll just add that. It gets to be easy from here.
Yay, thank you.
Who else got sand? Who else got sand? Okay, so let me ask what the dock meant. Okay, who got a dock? Anybody got a dock? Just one. Okay, so the dock is about structure, that it's really important for you to have structure. Dang it. Anybody have rocks that they stepped out onto rocks? Pebbles? Well, let me ask if pebbles are different than rocks, because I saw big boulders. Yeah, pebbles are different than rocks. The rocks have to do with solid ground. You're on solid ground. You know, the choices that you make are solid. The pebbles have to do with, let me ask. They're letting you know that you have more secure footing, but there's changes afoot. That's what I'm hearing. There's changes afoot, whatever that might mean. Yes, dear? Little crystals? This is asking you to pay attention. Pay attention to where you walk. That where you're walking is sacred ground. Okay, Cindy, did you have?
I was very surprised about the gift. First of all, I went in a beautiful boat in that's that true blue water, and it was almost like was like a well-used church camp. Everything, like, it was a pine needles. It was a well-trodden, kind of very comfortable trail. But what I gave was this beautiful brown bird, and it was very happy to go to them. It was like, it surprises me because I wouldn't want to give an animal. It'd be like I'm so attached to animals, but I was very happy. This bird was happy and wanted to go. And then to my surprise, they gave me this beautiful bird that still feels like it's with me. It has the head of a white owl and then beautiful brown and burgundy wings that wrap around the rest of its body. And then my gift was a flag to leave, a flag with a butterfly.
Okay. Let's play Stump the Psychic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me ask, because nothing's coming with that. Okay, so the little brown bird, oh, okay. I love it. The little brown bird is about being content and okay with status quo. And the bird that came back was one that's ready to just launch. So big things are coming your way, my dear. Big things are coming your way. And you've planted your flag. This is my territory, my domain, so it's staking your claim. Awesome.
Wow.
Wow. I wouldn't want to be in your psychic shoes right now.
This one was very detailed. I left the small island. It was sand in a canoe, went across, got off in scrub grass and sand, walked up over a rise, and the vendor had working clothes, but he also had fruit. I was given a workman's apron. I was given an apple. Went back across the river. Was very determined and very glad that I have the workman's apron. Lots of pockets, lots of things I can use. The apple, a passerby came along. I have no clue who it is. I gave the apple to the passerby.
Okay. What I'm getting is the workman's apron is to protect you because you're doing work on yourself, personal work. It's also to help you because there's work that you're going to be doing to help others. And the apple has to do with the power of choice. You know, literally, if we go back to Adam and Eve, Garden of Eden, the apple, maybe it wasn't even an apple, that's just the fruit that traditionally has come down through the ranks as being the fruit that they refer to. But it has to do with the first gift divine source gave humanity was the power of choice. You can do this or you can do that. And if you do this, there was a plan already in place to reconcile humanity back to that divine nature with spirit. So this power of choice is extremely beautiful thing. It's the first gift given humanity. So you're here to help people see the choices that they make and help them find their way back into that reconciled state of being with divine source. And the tool pouch is saying that you have tools that you need. In the belt, you can carry everything with you. So you're on your way. Good job. Okay, can you come up here? Would you bring the mic up? Thanks.
I'm curious about what the boat would mean, because mine had it was the type that has the two flotations on the side and the sail in the center. And I had
Catamaran.
Catamaran, yeah, thank you. And the thing was is that throughout this whole meditation, I was walking on the toes and the balls of my feet, and I had walked about a good fourth of the way across the water before the catamaran came and joined up with me, and I sat on it and crossed it.
Good job.
Landed on the pebble beach, crossed it, and I came across the vendor, and he just immediately handed me a sari and a sickle.
Handed you a what?
A sari? A wrap. It's a very large.
Oh, okay. I
Sorry.
heard S-O-R-R-Y rather than an S-A-R-I. So
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
And a sari.
Sorry, I didn't get the sorry.
Sari. And a sickle. And I gave him a gold bracelet that for some reason I had. I tested the sickle across some grass with a handful of grass. I went back to the catamaran, and as we were moving across, I just let the grass fall from my hand and go into the water.
Boy, this is deep stuff. Well, you're on your way. You're capable. The catamaran, they just scoot right on the top of the water, just like you walking on the top of the water. So again, it gets to be easy. You're uplifted. So the sickle and the sari. What color was the sari?
Kind of like the color of sunset.
Okay. So, well, that's what I was saying for you. That you're wrapped and clothed in this color that gives you power, the power of doing what you love and loving what you do. And the sickle is just being able to cut through the baloney, seeing what's truth, and being able to put that back in the river is letting you know that you can, people can ask you your truth.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that you go to and you know they're going to tell you what you want to hear, or there's other people you can go to and they'll tell you what they want you to know. But you have this, it's the discernment thing for this morning, I guess. So you have the ability to just cut through the crud, and here's the truth of it. Here's the bottom line. Let me just give you the bottom line. So people aren't going to come to you unless they want to know the truth.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
So if you want to ask Gia something, know that she's going to cut through the crud, bottom line it.
I'm a Taurus. It just pulls right
That's how
through.
it is. Okay, and Jenny right up here. This is probably the last one we have time for. And then if you have any other questions, you can always chat with me after services. That's fine.
I oddly had a bundle of burlap, and my vendor was under a tent that had a very Persian feel to it, but I traded this bundle for a very small ancient carved box. When I got across to the other side, I opened the box, and it wasn't sand that was inside, but it was like, it was something crumbly and crisp, crystals or something. But at any rate, what I needed to do was pour it back in the river. So I poured it back in the river, and it cleansed the water. It cleaned up the water and the pollution, and it was very clear after that.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so this has to do with insights. The crushed crystal is about insights. So your insights are going to clear the muddy water for you. Does that make sense? The ancient carved box is saying, you already know what you already know. Sometimes we don't know what we know because we got other clutter in there. So this is letting you know that releasing and being as clear as you can about your intent and your purpose will clear the muddy waters for you. Awesome. All right. So, Mr. Phil, hast thou a closing song, my beloved?
You know, I remember what it was, and I was standing there listening to you, wondering, how did she do that? I talk long enough, I'll remember. We shall be free.
We shall.